top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Utah Utes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for room, it's Russell. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
White going to attack through the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. At the 35, he's got room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. Now they'll run it on the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Utes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll try the run, and they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly putting the Buckeye leaves on those helmets just yet. This is a tight one in Columbus. They're up by 7 over Nebraska. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looks as if he's going to run it. Past the stakes, and he may get more. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. He'll take it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go.
There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Oh, better look out! Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Listen, the big hog mollies up front, the big offensive line paved the way for a big first down.
And the Razorbacks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Russell. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They take the lead with the 6. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Murphy. It's complete to the left. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Utes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Defense just has not had an answer for this tight end. We knew he was athletic coming into this one, and they've lined him up all over the field, but the defense has not been able to cover him. He's now got over 150 receiving yards.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utah!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he puts through the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A designed run for the quarterback. Just ran over. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Bringing the heat. Caught over the middle. It's Boston. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Throwing right. It's complete. Touchdown, Utes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
White going to attack through the air. Snagged out of the air. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Going up top again. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Russell. Shakes off the defender. Slithers into space. There he goes to the left. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. They'll run the option. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Murphy. Throws to the wideout. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Taking it the other way. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Escapes trouble. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Pressure coming. He's got it. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Gain of 25 on the play.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play. And here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Arkansas! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it